The life of a person who stutters is always a struggle. But the life of a young child who stutters from disadvantaged backgrounds, in developing countries, is a struggle beyond imagination. And yet, most of us ignore this. Bruce's experience at school is an example of inappropriate behavior towards a young child who stutters. Bruce, a 12-year-old kid who stutters, who lives in northern Rwanda, has been mistreated for having a stammer. Bruce said, "My teacher teases me a lot in class every time, when I cannot answer oral questions, and I feel embarrassed and ashamed to come to school." In most East African countries, a great number of students who stutter drop out of school. Young children who stutter struggle in school because of widespread ignorance about their condition. There is a complete lack of knowledge among teachers about stuttering. In addition, there are no speech therapists in most schools in East Africa who can help students and teachers understand the problem and manage it more effectively. Students who stutter drop out of school due to physical and verbal aggression from their teachers. In fact, most teachers in most East African countries use corporal punishment when a student hesitates to answer a question. This includes hitting pupils with a stick, their hand, or another object. It's completely illogical. Schools should not be places of fear and violence. Often, the students who stutter are the victims. Hope for positive change. There will certainly be positive changes in this part of the world. So, we are dedicated and determined to make changes. We aim to end the school dropout of young children who stutter. I have therefore developed an initiative to prevent and combat bullying and victimization of young children who stutter in schools. My commitment to young children who stutter is not a coincidence. When I was a young child, I was victimized because of my stuttering. I clearly remember an episode that happened when I was in grade 4. We were requested to memorize some poems. When my turn came to read a poem aloud, I could not repeat it due to my stuttering. It was a real torture for me. My teacher thought I did not memorize it, so he hit me every time. I also will never forget when my teacher put me in front of other students and forced me to read certain things, so that other students would laugh at me. He did it as a punishment. But it hurt me and grieved me so much that I could never forget it. My childhood with my stuttering is just tears, pain, persecution and abuse. These schools are still places of humiliation for children who stutter. And this must stop. That is why I have developed this initiative. Through this initiative, I have translated and printed educational materials, booklets and brochures, on stuttering from the Stuttering Foundation of America. Of course I have the authorization to do so. These materials are then made available free of charge to teachers. My purpose is to help teachers and children to have access to materials on stuttering, thus allowing them to develop knowledge about stuttering and to learn to help each other. Furthermore, teachers will acquire the necessary skills to better assist students who stutter in the classroom. Just imagine, if only one teacher becomes aware of stuttering, how many children will have their education saved? Many children. Every year, a teacher receives new students in their class, among whom are students who stutter, and these students need the help and support of the teacher. Through this initiative, at Bruce's school, all teachers got the Stuttering Education Resource Kit, helping them develop knowledge about stuttering to better assist and support students who stutter in the classroom. Currently, they live in harmony with the young children and help each other. I believe that through education Bruce's helps and dreams grow. Challenge. This initiative is non-profit, and does not receive any public funding. But I offer free educational material on stuttering, our translations. Because, my goal is to educate every teacher. To me every school-age child who stutters, matters. I offer free educational material. However, there are costs for printing and binding the booklets, as well as costs for distributing these educational materials. The challenge I have faced and continue to struggle with is to raise funds to support this initiative. Get involved. I challenge each of you to help stop the bullying and victimization of young children who stutter. Tragically, millions of young children who stutter from disadvantaged backgrounds are suffering in silence. We want to see a show of solidarity for these misunderstood. I therefore invite each of you to join and support my initiative. Together, we can stand for a world where young children who stutter can live happy lives. Every child matters. Let's promote the rights of every child who stutters. Thank you.